Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl.
It's insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Single.
All right, here we go. Watch it now,
Whatever you do.
Watch it now, Barney. Set, leopard.
Left, man, left.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Attaboy, baby. Not Miles, baby.
Hurry up,
Check
here we go.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
This is Howard on second down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Hey,
Here we go now. Green 39.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Here we go. What?
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Nowhere, baby, nowhere.
Let's go. What?
They'll look to throw. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice play, baby, nice play.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Here we go. What? 90.
He'll drop to throw.
Ready?
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
They'll run it. Freeman going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Set. 3-19.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
They go with Howard again, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Here we go now.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And here now come the Falcons. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into. Got a defense that can hold up their end.
Watch right there.
Come on, let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I got you, son. I got you.
Let's go. What?
Back to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Schemes, and here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone, and this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, You can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
On first and goal, Howard. Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come out here in the eye. Offense working with a second. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 17-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Got some room at the 30. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 following the fumble recovery.